This is called The Privilege of Now. Sanity is but a candle, flickering and faint but precious during this blackout of reason. At times such as these, it's wise to draw the shades lest the crazy neighbors see. They love their insanity, their delusions. Down is up, white is right. Shit on justice and call it freedom. It occurs to me now that it's a privilege to live under the curse of interesting times. Though I find it hard to hack the insanity. But insanity is just a tool for that which lies underneath. I'll call it by name. It's evil. You don't have to believe in God to see it. You can feel it in your gut and your bones and your soul. Palpable evil as old as humanity. A generational curse, a legacy of sin passed down from parent to child, but repackaged now. New waves of delusion, mimetic absurdities coursing through the pipes of the internet and taking hold. A decade ago, they were laughable. Obama's birth certificate, black helicopters, Walmart locations converted to FEMA death camps. Ludicrous, and yet such things took root despite the inanity. And the insanity grew like mold in the moisture behind the walls, binding ignorant minds and inveigling embittered souls to join the hive mind of sci-fi fantasy, so that now it has become an Orwellian nightmare come true. Reasonable people retreat, draw their shades and light their candles, for we know how this plays out. We've seen it many times through the ages. Pogroms, genocides, crusades, inquisitions. Regardless of the mask it wears or the flag it flies, whether it speaks in the name of the prophet or the sweet white Jesus, it cloaks itself in piety and purity and patriotism while imposing the will of the few on the many, while trampling equality and vanquishing hard-won liberty with the flourish of a dictator's hand. If it does these things, it's fair to call it by its rightful name. It's evil. If it venerates bigotry, slavery, and corruption, even if those crazy neighbors call it heritage and build monuments to whitewash its history, it's evil. If it makes graft a fact of life to enrich insatiable oligarchs while pushing the poor deeper into desolation, it's evil. If it celebrates the incarceration and anguish of people fleeing oppression to rip away dignity and hope from those with nowhere left to go, it's evil. If it delights in tearing immigrant families apart to make a mockery of the grace and goodness of the Jesus it claims to espouse, it's evil. If it ignores the Constitution and Bill of Rights to abandon due process of law, it's evil. If it sells presidential pardons to secure loyalty of rapists and thugs and thieves, it's evil. The list could go on. I could read it for days, but sane people already know, so maybe there's no point, except perhaps to remind everyone, the sane ones at least, of this, the most important point. It's a privilege to live now, as I said, under the curse of interesting times. And though we may be powerless except in our silent numbers, our defining moment is now. It's our time to say, first, they came for the immigrants. First, they came for the immigrants in unmarked vehicles, with masks on their faces, dragging away not only those dispossessed brown people, but with them the American dream, leaving behind them a shredded constitution and a legacy of shame. Never in my lifetime has the line between good and evil been so clearly defined. And though my shades are drawn, my candle burns, and I know which side of the line I'm standing on.
Yay!